So in this lecture, we will learn how to analyze an indeterminate strain stress by strain energy method. So this is the problem. The members are all of the same material, that is E is constant, and A, cross section area given in the problem against each member. Only these CD and D members of 2A cross sections, all others are A. Then here we have 2 meter, this is 1.5 meter, this is 1.5 meter. Then one load is acting at E, okay, W. As usual, first we have to find out the degree of static indeterminacy. Therefore, M is equal to 8 members here. That is AB, BE, then DE and CD, then AC, then AD, then CD. There is no joint here. Okay, there are only 2 members, not 4 members. Then J is equal to 5. Join, number of joints is equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then reactions 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Now using the expression GS is equal to M plus R minus 2J, we can find out the total static indeterminacy, which is equal to 1. Therefore, we can consider any one of the member as the redundant member, because the reactions are not redundant, because exactly we have only 3 reactions which are minimum requirement. Therefore, the redundant is internal. So here we consider BC member as our redundant. Okay, any member you can consider, but the structure after the removal of the redundant member should be stable, or should have a stable configuration. So that's why we remove member BC, because after removing BC, we could see the triangular configuration over the entire structure. So now replace BC member and apply a force R, which is compressive nature. Here you can also apply tension, no problem, but initially we assume the compression. Okay, from Cauchy-Reynolds theorem for least work of energy, dou U by dou R is equal to 0. And we know that this total strain energy for the stress is equal to summation of F squared L divided by 2 AE. Therefore, dou U by dou R is equal to summation of L divided by AE into F into dou F by dou R is equal to 0. So here also we use the tabular form, which will be very easy to analyze the stress number. We assume tension force as positive force and compression as negative. So here we have member, the length in meter, area, cross-section area, the force, okay, due to the external and redundant force. Then we have to differentiate this force with respect to the redundant force R. Then this is the expression, because this AE, we will cancel out the term AE from all our force expressions. That's why we multiply AE. Okay. So once we know the R value, we can substitute the R value in this expression, okay, to get the actual force. So this is the member AB, AC, everything up to DE, then the corresponding length, then the corresponding AB. So to calculate force, we have to use the method of joints. So we will consider joint one by one, then we will resolve the forces, and we will enter here. So now consider joint E. Okay, in joint E we have 2 members meeting at the joint, that is BE member, DE member, and we have one external force W acting downward direction. Okay, so this is the overall trigonometry data. BE is 1.5 meter length and this is 2 meter length. Okay, therefore sin theta is equal to, of course, this is 2.5 meters length, PE. So therefore, sin theta is equal to 2.0 divided by 2.5. Okay, which is equal to 4 divided by 5. Similarly, cos theta is equal to 1.5 divided by 2.5, that is 3 divided by 5. So this value we will use in our expression here. Therefore, considering sigma v is equal to 0, so resolve all the forces in the vertical direction. Here we have one vertical force W as well as one inclined force which will have the vertical component. The F force PE will not have any other vertical component, therefore that is not involved in this expression. Therefore FB into sin theta, that is the vertical component of this force FE, which is acting in upward direction, but W is acting in downward direction, therefore we are equating both. This is equal to W. So therefore FP is equal to W by sin theta. Therefore sin theta is nothing but 4 by 5. So therefore F is equal to 1.25 W. This 1.25 W we have to substitute here. Okay, against B. And we assume initially this is a positive one because pulling the joint and also getting the positive result. Therefore, our assumption is correct. So F force in B is tension. So we enter that value in this table. So next we consider the sigma h is equal to 0 expression. So here we have only two forces which can involve in sigma h is equal to 0, or force in DE, which is horizontal, acting in the horizontal direction, and force FB, which is inclined. Therefore, it will have horizontal component. So, not B, if you have F, okay. F force in D is equal to force in B in the cos theta. That will give you force in D is equal to 0.75 W in, that is compression, because this force in D is pushing the joint, that is compression. Okay, 0.75 W. So our assumption is correct. So here is initially you can assume in any direction, okay, either pushing or pulling, no problem. If you get positive answer, then your assumption is correct. If you get negative answer, then you have to just change the direction. That's all. Now we have to enter this value in the table. So similarly, consider joint P, where we have three member forces directly and one R, redundant force. So FBD minus R into sin theta minus FB sin theta is equal to 0. Okay. Already we have this B value, therefore FT value can be expressed in terms of R. So this is the FT value. So FT is equal to W plus point R compression. Similarly, applying sigma h is equal to 0, this is the expression. So we get finally force in AB is equal to 0.6 R plus 0.75 W in tension. So now consider joint D, where we have four members or meeting, and DE, CD, AD, BD. Okay. So just apply sigma V is equal to 0. So only AD and BD will involve. Therefore, FAD is equal to this value, tension. Again apply sigma h is equal to 0. So to get value of CD, FC, force in CD. Now consider joint C, that is support C. So sigma V is equal to 0, FAC minus R sin theta is equal to 0, therefore FA is equal to 0.8 R. So now substitute all the values in the table. Okay, so we have entered all their values so that we can differentiate this expression with respect to R. So here 0.6, okay, 0.6, here 0.8, here -1, here also -1, here plus 0.8, because minus minus plus 0. Then here 0 because there is no R term, here plus plus 0.6, here there is no term or therefore 0. So now we can multiply all the parameters for this expression. Okay, so be careful, this is 2a, okay, 2a. Therefore, dou u by dou r is equal to 0 now gives the summation or summing all the terms. We will get 837 r minus 472.5 w is equal to 0. So here we can directly get r value, which is equal to 0.564 w. Now substitute this value in our table, okay, to get the final forces or actual forces. So this is the actual force, that is final force. Okay, so this is the end of the session.